Hey guys, welcome back. Well, I know you guys have been waiting for this event here, simply because we're literally going to break down an action plan for you to maximize this amount of time from here until the app launch on the 18th. And so, in order to do that, what we need to do is break this down into chunks. So we're going to give you guys a very specific action plan, piece by piece, so that you can multiply your results heading through the new year, and then that will actually continue on throughout the rest of the year. So what I've done is I brought Tim back on the line here, and we're going to go through some steps, and we're going to help you maximize this time.
Yeah, hey Josh, I'm super excited. In my 20 years of experience in this industry as an entrepreneur, working with people, helping people set up and run their launches, one of the greatest, let's say, parts of this is that so many people, they don't realize how fast they can actually put together a successful plan, successful launch, and then generate successful results. This type of business does not take 5 years, 10 years, doesn't take the 10-year plan. Literally, we can show, and we will. We'll take some team members even right now, and we're going to show, and then we're going to do it with you, how to create some success from this point just through, let's see, if we look at the calendar, it's about 3 to 4 weeks that we have right now. We're going to map it out and show everyone that's part of this team and that can be part of this team how to set up a very successful end of the year, and best yet, maybe their best new year, 2019. So I'm very excited about this, Josh.
No, yeah, I'm stoked about it too. And I think that everyone, like I said, is looking for a game plan. We've got a lot of buzz going on with what's going on with the company now. We're doing something that's never been done before. So this is a one-time shot to really maximize something that's coming that's really going to revolutionize a lot of things. So I know even in my career, the thing that we really don't want to do is have people looking back and saying, I really wish I would have done X, Y, Z, and they have that sense of regret. So that's something we want to help people avoid. So we're going to give them the steps to really kick it off. So let's do it.
You bet. And most people, when they're in that situation where they have regret or they avoid, taking the action steps, it's because they're not sure what steps to take or they think it's difficult. That's not the case here. We're going to show you the steps, and we're going to show you exactly how we can support you through those steps. So, Josh, if we can, I'm going to pull up the calendar because this plan that we have right now, based on what the company's doing, it's very time sensitive. And that's great because, again, they're going to do it. We've got a deadline regardless of what you do and what I do. So if we plug in and build our plan around those dates and deadlines, we're going to be golden. So pulled up a little calendar. Josh, being such a great artist, he drew this for us this morning. Hang on here. You see the calendar, Josh, or no?
It's coming through. It's looking to come through anyway.
Come on, come on.
You can do it.
Bring your shared window to the front. Hang on one second here. Where is this shared window? I know we have a calendar, Josh. I just pulled it up a minute ago. Hang on here.
It was up, and it was something that...
Let me unshare real quick, and I'm going to share again. There we go. Do you see this?
I can. That's perfect. And
all right. January 2018.
Okay.
And Josh, based on where you are, where I am, where a lot of the team are, we got some snow up here. I've got snow outside here today. We may have snow in January when people head to these major events, but let's take a look at this. And I didn't put up December. We're in that right now, obviously, right before the holidays. But everyone listen to this. The great thing about this is the action steps are actually really easy. Most people around this time of year, we're in contact with friends, family, people we haven't seen in a while. Physically, we go places in many cases. If you're out and about doing your shopping, it's going to be a little hectic out there, so be careful. But, even this time of year, there's always opportunity when someone says, hey, what have you been up to? Well, hey, I'm super excited. I'm rolling out an app in just a few days. It's going to change the world. It's going to make someone curious. So what we've got, Josh, this is January, but right after the Christmas holiday, we're going to do an event on the 27th, which is Thursday. We're going to do it Thursday evening, just a couple days right after the holiday, and that will be an event to invite people to. So anyone that you see, anyone you connect with, anyone that you have an opportunity to connect with, and just share, hey, this is happening right now, super exciting. It's super easy to get involved, plug in, and be ahead of this curve. Use this event coming up on the 27th. Right after that, Josh, of course, we have the New Year holiday. We got like a 5-day weekend, so hopefully everyone on the team, has a great time but recovers quickly because look here on our calendar. Right here, so we have the 1st on the Tuesday. From the 1st to the 3rd, we got 2 days. Those 2 days are the first 2 days of the year. Those will set the tone for your entire month, possibly for even an entire year. So what we want to have team members do is just, again, share what's happening and invite people to plug into the event that we're going to do, Zoom event like this, on the 3rd, okay? This event on the 3rd, we're going to talk about what's happening. We're going to talk about what will happen for people that do take some action and put themselves ahead of a major rollout that that a company's doing. Josh, you know all the crypto information. So many people have wanted to maximize it, understand it, utilize it. Most people have no clue how to. Now they're going to. We'll talk about those pieces on the 3rd, and we'll also talk about how people will be able to benefit from what this company's doing without spending $1,000, $100,000 to start a franchise, just by plugging in, learning about this, and inviting. That's all there is to it. So we start with that event on the 3rd. Now, knowing this team, Josh, I've seen your team explode the past 2 months as you have emphasized your launch, your goals, and setting people up for a huge 2019. I would imagine, based on this team and their current activity, we're going to most likely kick this off New Year on the 3rd, but we'll have events on the 4th, on the 5th, which is Saturday, probably on the 7th, on the 8th, our next big event. We're going to do it on the 7th because that's when it's very likely that we're going to have the first opportunity to actually start seeing and using this new app that we've all been talking about for a couple months. So that close to now, right there, the first full week of the new year, it's right there. That's how fast this is, and we still have enough time to really maximize it. So from there, Josh, we've got from the 7th through the 17th, the magic of 10 days. And in those 10 days, a person can set themselves up essentially for life if they do this activity with us. Plug into the events, do some inviting. The 7th through the 17th is our almost team pre-launch because at the big events, we got Battle Creek, Michigan, we got Utah, we got
Springfield, Massachusetts.
Springfield, Massachusetts. So that 10 days, people are going to be moving towards that event. And I'll tell you what, most people in the company, we all are at the same exact point right now. Everyone is just finding out about this, plugging into their own team's events, and looking forward to the 17th, 18th, 19th at these major events. But I got to tell you something. Most people will show up at those events, 17th, 18th, and then is when they're going to start. After they go home, we will have already started. So everyone that's part of this launch plan will be ahead of every single other leader, entrepreneur, and even a team that shows up at these events. You will already be in launch mode. You'll have new team members. And when you come home from the event, oh my gosh, it's going to explode.
Well, that's the thing that's crazy about this too, is so many times people do wait until they see it in front of them, and then people have gotten excited about it, and then they're ready to go. But it makes such a huge difference to create momentum so that when we come out of that event, that hopefully people will be able to actually make it to that event. I mean, anything that you can do to be at one of these events as this enormous launch goes live, get there. It's a huge, huge deal for you to get there. So we segmented this down into a handful of different blocks. The very first block is literally starting right now through the holiday and to the 27th. And in that amount of time, like Tim and I were kind of saying, I mean, you're going to be seeing family members, you're going to be seeing people you care about, people that care what is going on in your life. And they're going to be curious, like, what's new Tim, here's an example, it's good to see you again, Tim. Like, what do you have going on right now? I haven't seen you in a little while, but it seems like you're pretty excited about something.
Hey, I am, man. You know what? I've been involved with this company. They got this new app coming out. I don't know about you, but I've always been curious about crypto. I've seen a lot of people have some interest, but I really have not known how to maximize it or benefit from it. Now I do, and I'm going to be setting people up. This is going to be huge. It could actually change the world, and I'm going to be able to earn income from doing what everyone else already does. Buffalo Wild Wings, go to Wendy's, go to Home Depot. Imagine earning back cryptocurrency just from doing what I normally do. You got to find out about this.
Crazy. And yeah, it's as easy as that. I mean, this is something that, remember, people are already doing this. People are already buying this thing.
Let's make it easier, Josh. Let's make it easier. So let's say you're brand new to the team. Let's say you're watching this and you decide, because right now another action item that you have to do between now and the 27th is make sure you're set up with your account properly here in the company. So Josh, people need to be they need to be Power Player ready, but they need to also make sure they have their subscription set up. They need to be plugged into the marketing system. They need to be moving towards the big event, as you said. But let's make it even easier. Let's say I'm brand new to this, and Josh, you asked me the same question. What are you excited about? Well, I'll tell you what. I'm part of this company. I'm brand new, but they got this app rolling out. I want you to hear about it because you're going to make money. You can earn income, not even by sharing the app, but just by doing what you normally do. You ever go to Home Depots? You ever go out to eat? Then you got to find out about this. That's all I'd say, and then I would set that person up to talk to Josh. He being the expert on the team, imagine this in a way, we get to leverage from Josh's years of expertise, learning what cryptocurrency is and learning he's the one that knows how this app will function and how people can benefit from it. And then he'll unveil to your contact, your prospect, your family member that they could also share this with someone else right from their phone. And then that person is going to not only earn from their situation and their purchases, but then from all of their contacts. When they see that's how easy it is, hey, yeah, look, I just got this app. get it yourself. That's an easy process. So make it a step easier. But first of all, make sure you are set up with the proper account to maximize this. There will be people, Josh, even on this team, that are excited about this, that know about it, but they don't even have themselves set up to earn income. Don't let that happen this time.
100%. I mean, I've definitely seen that happen. And the way that life has set things up is literally just to make sure that you've got the tools that you need in order to go succeed. I mean, it'd be silly. You know, we work a lot with Dan Hawkins. He's talking about being a mechanic. Like, how silly would it be to open a mechanic shop, have somebody say, okay, well, can you fix this? And say, well, you know what? I don't exactly have the tools to do that. How can you expect this to work without having the tools? And one thing that life has been so fantastic with is literally setting up systems to leverage to make this as easy as possible for people. So like you said, we've got this time from now until the 27th. I will be fielding calls nonstop on those days to help team members maximize this amount of time, because actually we can actually make this even better for the people that are hearing this right now. If you have somebody literally that is coming to mind that said, you know what, let's hop on a call right now. This person needs to understand what's going on. Let's get them on a call right now, get them set up so that they very easily could have people that also want to share this free app. So we'll have them plug in on the 27th, where we kind of do a little bit of a presentation, a little bit of vision, help them get moving forward into the new year. We can create a lot of momentum here in this handful of different blocks of steps just by creating this very simple process. And you actually showed me a little bit of a picture about how easy this is. Actually.
Yeah, I'm going to pull that up, Josh, because a lot of times, even the entrepreneur, you know, we picture a business in our head, or we picture the activity and we add steps to it because we're not doing it. So let's take that out of our mind real quick and let's look at the actual steps to be very successful in this business. And as we do this, Josh, I want to bring back the analogy that you mentioned. Actually, I got to pull up the document. You mentioned, you know, for example, an auto mechanic. You take your car in. The expectation is of course, they're going to fix that car. So, you know, in this case, you know, I'm not an expert, for example, on cryptocurrency and all the details of it, blockchain and whatnot. However, Josh has studied this for many, many years. So imagine, Josh, if you were an auto mechanic and I have a friend that needs auto repair, and imagine if I knew that every time I introduced someone to that business, I was going to earn income off of whatever they did, right? So I wouldn't try to tell them how to fix their car. I just say, hey, you got to meet Josh. He's going to tell you how to fix the car. That's what this is. Josh, you're the expert at this company, the compensation plan, which pays about double of every other one out there, as you guys know. You're the expert on the products, the subscriptions, the marketing system, and you're the expert on what's coming in this app, both the activity and how people can use it with ease. All I have to do is introduce people to him just like he's my auto mechanic. This is a little different. And Josh, I don't know, you probably can be an auto mechanic, but just keep doing this. We need you here.
Okay, perfect. And yeah, only other thing on that, yeah, you don't even need the details. Just make an introduction real quick, and we can handle that piece. And actually, the company has done such a great job, because even as they take this app out, they don't even need to know really what's under the hood. They're just going to need to know, hey, I'm buying this stuff already. I can use this app. I can save money. I can receive cryptocurrency. They don't even really need to know how it works. They just need to know that it's easy and that we've solved the problem and that they're going to get big benefit from it. So take it back.
And I like that analogy, looking under the hood, because I have no idea what most of the stuff is under the hood of my car. No idea whatsoever. So, hey, don't look under the hood. It might confuse you. Just get into the action. So if we look here, this is our entire business. This is all we ever do. And get this, if I'm new and I'm looking at this, I don't do most of it. I do it with my team. I leverage. I'm almost as an apprentice in a way, learning from Josh, learning from your team leaders as you go through the activity. But really, step one is we just introduce this to new people. Hey, we got this coming out. I want you to hear about it from my friend. You know, however, whatever your language style is, you know, raise your excitement level a little bit and share what you're excited about. Usually, if you share one or two things that you're excited about, people will say, well, hey, I want to know more, or how's it work, or whatever. And that's when we plug in to Josh and use these presentations that we're going to be doing on the dates. Next, you know, this process is all we have to do is create a match. That's why I put an equal sign on number 2. If we find out what someone wants or needs in the new year, do they want to have a better year than last year? Do they want to earn more income? Do they want to have ease? Do they want to set up a better situation for the family? Well, we've got a match. Use the tools to show if you want this, this can give you that. Once we do that, then a person realizes this could be the answer. Now what we do is get them started. And in this case, all we have to do is show them what's coming, get them plugged into the company, and show them that they're going to download an app and hand it to other people. And then we do that process again. Step 4 is just duplicating only those first 3 steps. And again, Josh, anyone that's watching this on the team, you're doing a lot of the lifting here. I'm doing some of the lifting here. We plug people into the presentations and into the company. This can be an easy process for anyone that allows themselves to see that it is easy.
Exactly. Allow yourself to make sure that you can keep this easy. I really like that lightning bolt that was in there on that step 3, Tim, simply because a lot of times, like you had mentioned earlier, people think this has to take a longer amount of time, but you'll see that fast launch, immediate results piece. It's really that simple, and that's why we're going to be running multiple sets of events over the course of this next handful of weeks so that we can help people see results immediately, because this doesn't need to be complicated. It doesn't need to take a long time. Like you said, on the 7th, we're actually going to have access to be able to literally be sharing this link, having people be downloading this app, using it, and everyone that you're sharing this app with that's putting on their phone, and they're starting to actually utilize this in stores, you get the credit for that. So this is going to go viral so quickly. It's so easy. No really barriers up front. I mean, it's literally free for them to use the app, and you're going to be able to step in front of all the money that's coming through these hundreds of different national brands that we're already spending money on anyway. Love the
Don't spill all the beans yet. Don't spill all the beans. I'll tell you what, though. You know, people sometimes they think they have to have massive teams. If anyone on this team right now utilizes these events like you've said and you've shared, and they plug 10 people in, you know, from now through, let's say we have the event on the 3rd, from now through the 3rd, you've invited a handful, you've invited 8 or 10, they hear about what this is, 2 or 3 people get started, we duplicate that. Josh, duplicate that a few times between now and then 27th, the 3rd, the 7th, we start doing the daily events. Anyone on this team, they will not only be launched, they will be in a very positive income before the big event, and they will come out of that event at a much faster speed, pace, and reality than anyone else that goes to the event, because most people will wait from now until then. And you know what? Brand new year, this is not the time to wait. Most people I've spoken to about their 2018, they're excited about a new year. So this is an opportunity to set yourself up to have your best year yet. All you have to do is take some action. So let's go.
Let's go. So now, between now and the 27th, start introducing this. Get excited. Start talking to the people that you care about. We've literally got just a handful of days here where you're going to be spending time with family, sharing what you're excited about. Make every connection that you feel like you need to. Use me as a tool. Like, basically leverage the fact that we have people working together here as a team. Let's get them some results. That'll create some results for you. We're going to multiply this, and 2019 is going to be fantastic. I can't wait for this app to actually get out there, get being used by people, seeing some results. It's just going to be fantastic.
Absolutely. And if you want to learn what Josh knows, because when you hear him talk about this, you'll realize he's the expert. All you got to do is have a couple people listen to him. You're listening with them. So you find one friend, one contact, and say, hey, I want you to hear this from my friend Josh. 2 or 3 times later, Josh, everyone knows what you know. So now we're also training and helping everyone on the team become a level of expertise that no one else in the company has. So use this time frame. We will see you guys on the 27th. Happy holidays, and let's go.
Let's go.